Hello there. It's February 11th, that's Monday, and I've been using my camera for since Saturday because um, my Mackie has a problem with the microphone because every time I play the photo booth that I usually use for my video journal, it's kind of like I couldn't hear my voice as well. The audio was really low, and that was already been the maximum one already. So I already use my camera. It's the audio is clearer, and at least it's not a reflection. You can see like you're looking at me. You know what I mean? Anyhow, it was a wonderful day. We're done with the this 5 days of Mardi Gras for the Mellingers party, and last night was the last night. Thank God. And I woke up. Usually the shower, especially having a warm shower, not really hot. I'm not fan of hot water. Warm shower, and it reflects myself being by myself. It's a time for me just to unwind myself, reflect about who am I, and I really thought what I did before these past few days. I've been venting a lot. I've been Actually, I don't cuss, but it triggered me to cuss. Maybe because of reality of what I'm seeing around me and upsets me. Because I'm not a person like, oh, I feel like gloomy right now. I just don't talk to me. I'm not a moody person. I usually being happy and very positive and optimistic, and the glow is really like, ooh, very contagious. So I want to be, Louis, the way Louis was. So maybe it's about time for me to go back again. And I've been talking to myself this morning, reflecting that, I really learned about this prayer saying, Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's a big, really impact to my life because there are things that you cannot change anymore, but at least have the, like I said, the serenity to accept it. And if ever I were able to change somebody for good, I have the courage to say it. And of course, if I can't, I have to see the difference. Why? And it was really an eye opening for me. And I said I have to be patient in everything, and patience is a virtue. And I also have to say, always be alert of what you're doing, be cautious. So I'm always doing that now. I have to be more conscientious about what's happening around me. So I wouldn't forget stuff, and I would just react to something. Have to think first before I talk, especially when driving. Usually I just like so and it was really a good day. I never cussed. I didn't cuss that much. The only thing I did was the shooting star thingy. That's my expression for the other word, shooting star. But I cussed that word. But it was just very simple, and I not to be bitter. I'm trying not to now. So it was cool. And surprisingly, my friend David sent me a text. Davey had somehow sent me some, like, I don't know what's the meaning, because sometimes the text is really very deceiving. You don't know if the person is angry with you, or the way you say it might be misinterpreted by the other person. So that's what happened. And he never talked to me, and I thought he was angry with me for what I just said. I just being, don't be so drama. That was the word I sent to him, and he became upset. So anyway, he sent me a reply, and I just said, have a great day as well. And I'm sharing, I shared to Bobet, I shared to Dan the feelings I have right now, which I'm sharing to you right now. And so that was the morning thing. I really woke up early and I went with Robert, because he sent me a text that I thought I was with Steve going to Miami. So instead he stayed home because he has so much stuff to do in the warehouse. So we drove the truck because GP is still under repair. It's broken. And then we went there. Steve was in Miami, like I said, and I have to prepare for the Krabby centerpieces setup. So Andy came, and we went to Krabby's to set up the bubble bowls with, Gerber daisies and candles for that at the Krabby's. And then went back, and I was planning to do the hours of schedule. I mean the timesheet that we did for the party with all the stuff that we called up. And so I couldn't do it because Robert asked me to do the processing of the flowers and to do some stuff until it was lunchtime. He bought some Subway for us, and then I called up Dan because the Mellingers needed somebody to pick up all the stuff from the farm going to their office. So Dan was good thing was available for the afternoon, so he came by 1 o'clock, and then I was after lunch, and Josh went with him to pick up the vases from East Point, care of Panina, and then before they went to the farm. and we were supposed to return the Mardi Gras stuff that we rented from Sutra, but nobody was there. And so I did the strike with Andy again by afternoon, came back, and I started doing the time sheets, the hours. And it was like, it took me a while because I have to be detailed about it, what date and what time did they, make the service. I called some of the guys to confirm what time did they finish and what time did they start, until Steve came back from Miami, and he prepared already the receipts for what was bought for the party, and I was preparing for the like an HR thing to the hours of the staff, so at least we can pay them. So I told Steve that because it's already like 6 o'clock then, and he can go home and I just print it out and give it to him. So Robert waited for me, and then when I was done printing out all the stuff, giving them the totals for the payment, we went home. Actually, Robert brought me home because he has to go back to the office to do some invoices. So we decided to, since we have a left, we brought some of the sausages and some rice from the party. I cooked some sausage fried rice with egg on it, in it rather, and that was for our dinner. It was cool. And then after that, we invited Michael Matola, who is our neighbor now, to have dinner, but he already ate. But instead, I gave him the king's cake. It was the pecan flavor, butter pecan, which is very nice too. The other flavor that we have for the king's cake, it's a kind of cake used for Mardi Gras, especially from in Louisiana, in New Orleans. So the other flavor was cinnamon, but I love the butter pecan. And then I watched a favorite, what is that? Two Broke Girls. It was very funny. They were supposed to go to the Grammys, but didn't make it because the plane had to land somewhere in Kansas and didn't make it then. But they watched it on TV. And after that, I called up my partner, Habs, to follow up about his enrollment. So he says he's going to the school in Ateneo. And although he said the people there are very young, I said, of course, they just newly graduate and they want to become a lawyer already. So just, at least you be with young folks and just be on your own. I mean, who cares if it's like, you have to go back to school again. So I said, as long as you know what you're doing. So he's going back to school, and he greeted me in advance, Happy Valentine, and I shared to him what, like I said, about my meditation, my reflection when I was in the shower, and it was cool. I'm so relieved. I'm so, my feelings right now is very happy. I like it. So especially for tomorrow, because Tuesday, like I said, Tuesdays of February is my favorite day since I was a kid. So I'm looking for a better tomorrow, a nicer tomorrow. And I feel so sad, of course, and shocked that Pope Benedict the 16th had to step down as a pope then. And I'm hoping, because me, I'm a little bit gullible too. Even though there's the apocalyptic 2012 didn't happen, they said that if the last pope might be a black pope, that means if there's a black pope, it might be something will happen, and that scares me again. So because of this, it's a big surprise and stunt for the whole Catholic world. I'm just hoping it'll be a better pope still, and we'll see. Just everything will be fine. So anyway, thank you so much for following. This is Louie, and thanks for watching my journey. Bye.